review for Cable and the X-Force issue 2. But before I start talking about Cable and the X-Force issue 2, let's talk about what I did on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno. And this is a little update. I have 5 comics that I usually do on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Love and Capes issue 5, What to Expect, which was on Dark Avenger Inc. this week. Scarlet Spider issue 12.1. Green Lantern New Guardians issue 15. All New X-Men issue 4, and Wolverine X-Men issue 22. So if you want to go check out those reviews, in the description below, there'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc. So you could check out those reviews. And let's talk about Cable and X-Force issue 2, and I really do hope you guys check out those reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. So let's talk about it. Love this cover. I think it was a lot better actually than a cover for the first issue. I just think the art was really good. And the one thing I recognize now is the artist who did Invincible Iron Man, which I really love for that series, is the same artist as Cable and X-Force. And for some reason I appreciate it more when I see it, because I'm like, that's where I've seen it. It's actually not as sketchy as I thought it was. But this cover I thought was amazing, and it shows that what's going on with Cable. He's getting these psychic blasts, and it's hurting his brain, and it's actually making him sick. As always, he's always sick. He's never healthy. He never has problems. He always has problems. This guy. So Cable's always having problems. But love this cover. But let's see if I like the story. Oh, and here's what the first cover was. Actually, they showed it. So in this issue we get to see Colossus is a little angry at Cable, because we get to see like what Cable did with the Avengers last issue. He's a little angry because everyone sees him as a monster because of the whole Phoenix thing. He wants to redeem himself, and not to make anything redeemed because of that. So he's kind of angry at that. But I don't think he's really angry at Cable. He's kind of angry at himself, and I think we'll see that more with the issues to come. Especially since the one person we really haven't seen the aftermath from Avengers vs. X-Men is Colossus, and I think he has a pretty big aftermath. We also get to see that there's this big beach thing going on. There's this just big, mission that they Domino and Hope go on, and Hope actually has some good publicity, and they're like, oh look, the teenage mutant messiah is saving everybody, good job everybody, this superhero right here. So obviously she's stated as a superhero, so that's great for the X-Men, and great for her. And I just thought that whole adventure was actually really fun with Domino and Hope. We also get to see Cable has this big, like I said with the beginning of this review, Cable has this big problem with his brain, and his brain pretty much is going to explode as his mind because it's inflamed. And Cable's trying to run away from it, kind of. He's trying not to tell Hope about it. Hope doesn't know about it, actually. And Domino says, this is your daughter, and she is more like you than anything. And I want to punch her in the face because of it, because you both are very stubborn. But tell her. You have to tell her. She's sitting here, sleeping here next to you because she cares. And she just lost you. You don't want her just to gain you for a couple of minutes. Talk to her. So, try to survive, pretty much. And Cable's like, I'm not trying to survive. I just want to save the world one more time. Domino says, that's stupid. Just try to survive. Try to be with your daughter. Try to have a normal life. So that's pretty much what happens with this issue, and I don't think Cable's going to die. Obviously, it's called Cable and X-Force, unless they're planning to cancel the series already. But it's a very interesting story, and I think, again, Cable always has problems. He always has something going on with him. And Hope and Cable can never be together. Either Hope has to be a messiah for something, Cable dies, Cable gets sick again, so many things happen that these two just can't be together as family. And I love and hate that because it brings an interesting story, but I just want to see them together and just be a, good team, they could be a good family team. So I'm hoping to see that in future issues, and I think that's what I do like about this series a lot, is the Cable and Hope thing, and that's why I've been picking up this series, because I'm a big Cable and Hope fan. I just want to see their happily ever after, or at least them create a team and become more of a family that they really couldn't do in the past, because they've always been running from something. So I'm excited to see what happens with Cable, and I thought this was an interesting story. I really liked the whole Hope Domino dynamic in this issue, but I didn't love this issue. I don't think I love this series because I don't feel a very connection with the X-Force right now. I just feel like Cable and Hope has obviously chemistry, but everyone else is just kind of there, and I don't know how they started this team and why they're starting this team, and they need to explain that. Because I just don't see the chemistry, and I need to see that with this team. Because, you know, they should have just called this series Cable then, and would have been better. And just had these random people for a little while. But tell me why this is called Cable and X-Force, and prove that that's a good thing. Or else we could have just had a Cable series. Which maybe for now, with this issue 2, I think I would have liked better, is just having a Cable series. But I just really hope I end up liking these characters, because these are characters I really don't know. Right now I'm liking Domino. I think she's a character that they have highlighted so far. And but other than that, Forge and Dr. Nemesis, they've just been really background characters that I know nothing about. And Colossus, he's just been an angry guy. You know, they don't feel like a team. I understand why Colossus is angry, but you gotta explain why. Especially if people haven't read Avengers vs. X-Men. And you really can't insinuate they have, because it is Marvel now. So new readers are supposed to be able to read it. So, I think they have some fixing to do, but I think this series has potential to be good. It's not one of my favorites right now, but it's definitely worth picking up for now. I'm going to give this 3.5. I thought this was an okay story, and I think it's going places. They just have some work to do. But I think it's interesting, and Cable Hope, again, I'm a big fan of them, so that's why I'm continuing with this series. And I actually respected the art with this also. So the art was good. I'm going to give it 3.5. I definitely think you should try it and see if you like these characters. If you're a Cable Hope fan, you'll like it, but if you're not a fan of any of these characters, I would try to skip this. It's Comic Uno. Hope you guys enjoyed, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rad Situations, and I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Bye, guys.